Hi everybody, welcome back to my happy place. It's Mrs. Curren. It's good to see you again. Today we are going to be making our plant stakes. I have a bunch of different ideas. You can do whatever you like, but I'll just show you some of the things that I came up with as thoughts. So here's some of the materials that we used. Some construction paper, some glitter glue, regular glue, Sharpies. Regular markers don't work, they'll run. You have to use a permanent marker. Plastic utensils. Popsicle sticks, used or unused, either way is fine. And some clothespins. I got some yarn, got a yogurt container, some packing tape. That's really important when you're using paper. Helps make things waterproof. So I have a bunch of different ideas and let's get started. Some of them are back here and some of them are right in front of me right now. So one of the things I did, and this is a neat thing to do, it's pretty easy. We're going to be emptying some of these flour packets later on. If you want to use one of those, stick it on a stick like this, wrap it in packing tape. What I did was I took the packing tape and I cut 3 long strips and I put them together. Then I took my seed packet, laid it down on the tape, folded the tape over, and then all I need to do is take this and trim around the outside edge of it, and it's ready to go in the garden, and I don't need to worry about my paper getting wet. This will be a great thing to have. Now I also have done a bunch of other things with construction paper, like made this really nice glittery thing that I could cover with some packing tape. Easy way to make a flower like this is to take a piece of construction paper, whatever color you like. Could be big, could be small, could be round, could be square, doesn't matter. You take a pretty big piece or a smaller piece, it's up to you. Fold it in half, fold it in half again, fold it in half again. Then you draw whatever petal shape that you like. If you want it to be a triangular pokey shape, you make it look like a triangle. If you want it to be a rounded petal, you just make a round. Then you use your scissors and you cut on the black line, and when you open up your paper you have the shape that you're looking for. So you could color on this, you could write on this, and then tape it onto something else. So let me show you some other ideas that I've got here. Most of the stuff is being used is stuff that you should probably have around your house or fairly easy to find. So use what works for you. Have that yogurt container I told you about before. It's waterproof already. So we cut it into some strips and you can use it as a little marker on a clothespin like this. Make a little flag and you can write the name of your flower on it. And that will just sit on the edge of a flower pot. You could just take a popsicle stick and draw on it. I made some little butterflies because that's going to be for my plant called butterfly weed. Then we also just made some little flowers on a popsicle stick, made a flower and covered it, used it on a spoon, and then this spoon just has something drawn on it, which works great too. Remember to use a permanent marker. This dinosaur right here looks like he's eating a piece of that yogurt container. That would be a great thing for your garden too. It's your garden. You can have whatever you want. Just make sure whatever you put out there is waterproof. I have another toy here. My friend the horse took the handle off a plastic spoon, hung it around his neck with a little piece of yarn, and you can write the name of the plant right on there. Plenty of rocks around. Take 1 or 2 or 5, paint them, and you can just write the name of your flower or draw a picture of the flower on the front. I have this, which is just the lid off a honey jar. So jelly jar, honey jar, pickles, whatever you like. You can draw on there. Just make sure you wash it first. And it has a little lip. So when you set it on a stick like that, it sticks really nicely all by itself. So you could have a bunch of these hanging around in your garden. Then there's always the good old friend, the stick. Lots of sticks outside. You know how sometimes when you take a stick and you break it, peels away the bark? Well, this one peeled away the bark just big enough for me to write the word zinnia on it. So I could use that as my plant stake, and that would let me know what I had planted outside. So we have a lot of different ideas here, a lot of things you can do. You can even just use a clothespin all by itself and write on that. So you can go as simple or as complicated as you like and as fancy as you want. Whatever you want to do, it's your garden. Next time we'll be working on our garden journals. So I hope you have fun making your plant stakes. Put them aside. We will be using them a lot. And if you do something small like this, it's really easy just to put that right onto the plants that we have here at home and that will let you know what you've planted in what container. All right, friends, great to see you. Thanks so much. See you next time.